Growing older brings many challenges, but none are as quiet and deceptive as the foods we think are helping us when in reality, they may be silently harming our bodies. It's easy to trust something labeled healthy or recommended in passing by the media. After all, we're told that eating well is the key to aging gracefully, maintaining strength, and protecting our hearts, joints, and energy. But what if some of the foods we've been relying on for years are slowly working against us? Imagine this. You're doing your best. You're choosing foods that seem clean and good for the body. You're eating what you've heard is right, but something feels off. The energy is low. Your joints ache a bit more. Your blood pressure spikes here and there. You chalk it up to age. But what if it's not just age? What if it's something sitting right there in your kitchen? For those of us over 60, our bodies are not the same as they were in our 30s or 40s. We process nutrients differently. Our digestion slows. Inflammation becomes more common. Even how our body reacts to sugar, salt, and fiber changes. So foods that may be perfectly fine or even helpful for younger adults can turn into hidden hazards for older adults. And the worst part, these foods are often marketed as good for you. Let's talk about 3 such foods. 3 items, many seniors eat with full confidence that they're making healthy choices. These foods are common, easy to find, and often praised, but beneath their surface, they hold risks that become more pronounced as we age. First, let's talk about fruit juice. Yes, even the 100% natural, no sugar added kind. It sounds so healthy, doesn't it? Orange juice with breakfast, a glass of apple juice to wash down your lunch, maybe some pomegranate juice for heart health. Juice is fruit, after all, right? But here's the problem. Fruit juice removes the fiber, which is one of the most important parts of whole fruit, especially for seniors. Without fiber, the natural sugars in the juice enter the bloodstream rapidly, causing sudden spikes in blood sugar. For those managing diabetes or prediabetes, which becomes increasingly common after 60, this can be a disaster. These spikes lead to crashes later, causing fatigue, irritability, and over time, contributing to insulin resistance. But that's not all. Many fruit juices are also acidic, which may worsen conditions like acid reflux or contribute to enamel erosion in aging teeth. And because it's easy to drink large amounts of juice without feeling full, it becomes a silent source of extra calories, leading to gradual weight gain, which further stresses joints and organs. The next surprising food is granola. Yes, the crunchy, nutty mixture many seniors pour into their yogurt or enjoy as a snack. Granola carries the aura of health: oats, seeds, dried fruits. It looks innocent, but the devil is in the details. Most granola is packed with added sugars, oils, and high-calorie ingredients that make even a small serving a heavy dose of energy your aging metabolism can't always handle. Let's take a closer look. A typical half cup of granola can have 250 to 300 calories, along with over 15 grams of sugar. That's just half a cup. And dried fruits, while natural, are concentrated sources of sugar without the water content to slow absorption. What does this mean? It means a spike in blood sugar, again, followed by a drop that leaves you tired and craving more food soon after. Not to mention, the oils used in granola, often sunflower or canola, are high in omega-6 fats. In excess, these fats contribute to inflammation, a root cause of joint pain, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. For someone in their 60s or 70s, this low-grade inflammation builds over time and may silently damage your health even if your diet feels clean on the surface. Granola also tends to be quite dense. It's easy to overeat and hard to digest. For seniors with slower digestive systems, this can mean bloating, indigestion, and discomfort, even when trying to make a healthy breakfast or snack choice. Now let's discuss a big one: whole wheat bread. This one surprises many people. Whole wheat has been praised for decades as the better alternative to white bread. It's true that it has more fiber and nutrients. But here's where things get tricky. Not all whole wheat bread is truly whole. Many store-bought loaves are highly processed, stripped of natural nutrients, and pumped with sugar, preservatives, and additives to improve shelf life and flavor. Even true whole wheat bread, though, contains gluten, a protein that becomes harder to digest for many people as they age. While only a small percentage of people are officially gluten tolerant, many seniors develop sensitivity without realizing it. This can cause bloating, fatigue, joint stiffness, and brain fog. The daily sandwich that feels healthy might actually be contributing to long-term inflammation. And again, like the other foods we've mentioned, whole wheat bread can cause blood sugar to rise more quickly than expected, especially if eaten without protein or healthy fats. The glycemic index of some commercial whole wheat breads is surprisingly high. Over time, this contributes to insulin resistance, weight gain, and energy crashes. Not to mention, most people pair bread with other carbohydrate cereal for breakfast, pasta for dinner, which means the total daily carb load can easily exceed what your body needs at this age. You see, it's not that these foods are evil or toxic. It's that they're mismatched with the changing needs of our aging bodies. When you're over 60, your metabolism, digestive strength, and hormonal responses shift. You need fewer calories, but more nutrients. You need foods that reduce inflammation, not feed it. You need meals that support stable blood sugar, strong muscles, and a healthy heart, not meals that sabotage them behind the scenes. And this is where the emotional part of the story comes in. Many seniors are doing their best. They trust their food. They listen to the labels. They follow what worked 20 years ago. But the body isn't the same. That quiet weight gain, those unexplained aches, that persistent brain fog. Not just age, it might be the very foods you believe are helping you. And that truth hurts, because no one wants to feel betrayed by their own plate. But there's good news. Once you see the truth, you can make better choices. You can swap out fruit juice for whole fruits, apples, berries, oranges. You get the fiber, the water, the slow-digesting sugars, and all the antioxidants in their natural form. Instead of granola, try raw nuts, seeds, or plain oats with cinnamon and a drizzle of raw honey if needed. Much lower in sugar, much better for your joints and heart. And for bread, explore alternative sourdough made from fermented dough, almond flour wraps, or simply reduce how often you rely on bread as the base of your meals. These changes may feel small, but they add up. Over weeks and months, your body will thank you. Energy becomes more stable. Your mind becomes clearer. Digestion improves. Joint pain may lessen. And most importantly, you reclaim control over your health, not by doing more, but by doing smarter. You don't need to give up on food. You just need to understand it better. Food can heal or harm. And at this stage of life, that line becomes very thin. What matters now is awareness. You've spent your life caring for others, working hard, showing up. Now it's time to care for yourself with the same honesty and love. So next time you walk into your kitchen, take a second look. Is that juice really doing you good? Is that bread really helping your energy? Is that granola actually supporting your health, or just giving the illusion of health? When you know better, you can choose better. That's the gift of knowledge. You can reclaim your meals, rebuild your health, and live these next decades with more strength, more clarity, and more joy. Not because of a magic pill, but because you learned what works for you now. You're not powerless. You're not stuck. You're just one decision away from better mornings, lighter steps, and clearer thoughts. So if this message resonates with you, take it as a sign. A small shift today can bring big change tomorrow. Replace confusion with clarity. Replace silent inflammation with healing. Replace old habits with smarter choices. And most of all, don't blame yourself. You did what you thought was right, and now you're doing something even better. You're growing wiser, stronger, healthier. Thank you for taking this journey with us. If you found value in this, please consider sharing it with someone else who might be unknowingly making the same food mistakes. You could change their life. And remember, your health is your greatest asset. Protect it, nourish it, and never stop learning. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Now let's go a little deeper, because the story doesn't end with just identifying harmful foods. Understanding why these foods become dangerous after 60 is key to reclaiming your health. It's not just about what you take out of your diet, about what you put in its place. You see, when our bodies are young, we're more forgiving to sugar spikes, inflammation, and imbalanced meals. The metabolism works faster. Hormones are more responsive. Our systems are more resilient. But as we age, especially past 60, these internal systems start slowing down. Our pancreas becomes less efficient at managing blood sugar. Our gut lining becomes more sensitive. Our joints become more reactive to inflammation. Even our brain health becomes more vulnerable to what we eat. That's why these three foods, fruit juice, granola, and whole wheat bread, aren't just less ideal options. For many seniors, they quietly chip away at vitality, mobility, and long-term energy without setting off loud alarm bells. You may feel fine at first, but it builds, little by little, year after year. Think about this. How many people in their 60s or 70s feel tired all the time, struggle with unstable blood sugar, joint stiffness in the mornings, or slow digestion? Many of them are eating what they believe is a clean diet. They're avoiding the obvious junk soda, chips, candy, but they're unknowingly caught in the trap of health foods that are not designed for aging bodies. And it's not their fault. It's the result of a food industry that promotes certain products as universally healthy without considering the changing needs of older adults. What's healthy for a 25-year-old runner may not be healthy for a 68-year-old managing blood pressure, arthritis, or pre-diabetes, but the labels don't change. The advertisements don't change. So we're left guessing. And many seniors, with the best intentions, fall into this nutritional trap. Let's imagine a simple day in the life of a health-conscious senior. Breakfast: a bowl of granola with low-fat milk and a glass of orange juice. Sounds clean, right? But what's really happening? Within an hour, their blood sugar shoots up from the sugary juice and sweetened granola. Their insulin rushes in too. Manage it. By mid-morning, they feel tired again, maybe even shaky or irritable. Their energy drops. So they reach for a slice of whole wheat toast with a little peanut butter. Again, not horrible, but the bread continues the cycle of fast carbohydrates, and the body stays in a state of constant adjustment. Lunch comes around. Maybe a sandwich with more whole wheat bread, a few crackers, and a small cup of juice again. By the afternoon, fatigue sets in. The joints ache. The mind is foggy. And it seems like just another normal day. But it doesn't have to be normal. This is not inevitable aging. This is avoidable, manageable, and often reversible by simply removing the foods that no longer serve you and replacing them with ones that do. Let's return to those replacements for a moment. Whole fruits instead of fruit juice. Why? Because the fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, helping to maintain steady blood glucose. An orange takes time to peel and chew, and your body takes time to digest it. Juice, gone in a gulp. Sugar, to the bloodstream in seconds. Instead of granola, try making your own trail mix. A handful of raw almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. You get healthy fats, protein, and minerals without the sugar crash. Even a warm bowl of steel-cut oats, topped with blueberries and chia seeds, can satisfy that crunchy, hearty craving in a much gentler way. And for bread, you don't have to give it up entirely, but choose options made with fewer ingredients, fermented naturally, or grain-free alternatives like almond or coconut flour. Even simple lettuce wraps can be a fun and creative switch. These swaps are not punishments. They're upgrades. They're gentle, nourishing choices that help your body do what it's naturally designed to do: heal, restore, and thrive even after 60. And it's not just about physical health. When your blood sugar is stable, you think more clearly. When your joints aren't inflamed, you move more freely. When your energy isn't crashing, you engage with life more joyfully. That's what this is really about, not just food, but freedom. Food is more than fuel. It's emotional, it's cultural. It's part of our family traditions. So when we suggest changing it, it's not just a physical shift, it's an emotional one too. It means questioning what we've always believed. It means stepping away from comfort and into something unfamiliar. That's hard. That takes courage. But the reward is worth it. Because here's the truth. Your body is still listening. No matter your age, it wants to heal. It wants to perform better. It wants to feel good again. You just have to give it the right tools and remove the things that are secretly hurting it. Even when they seem healthy on the surface, but we often think it's too late to make changes, that the damage is already done. But research and real people's stories show us again and again that change is possible at any age. Seniors who once struggled with fatigue and blood sugar swings have regained control simply by cutting out processed health foods and focusing on real, whole, supportive meals. You don't need a complicated meal plan. You don't need expensive superfoods. You just need awareness. And now, you have that. Start small. Pick one of the 3 foods we talked about today. Remove it for a week. Watch how your body responds. Do your joints feel less stiff? Do your moods stay steadier? Is your energy more consistent? These small signals are your body's way of saying, thank you. I've been waiting for this. You've spent your life adapting, raising children, facing challenges, showing up through hardships and triumphs. This is just one more chapter of adaptation, a powerful one. A chapter where you put your own health at the center. Not out of fear, but out of love. Self-love, because you deserve to feel your best. Not just survive. The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. Some days will be harder than others. Some cravings will return. But you'll be equipped with the knowledge to pause and ask, is this food helping me or harming me? That question alone changes everything. We're not saying fruit juice, granola, or bread are evil. They simply don't fit the needs of a changing body after 60. It's like wearing the same clothes you wore in your 20s. Eventually they don't fit the same way, you adjust. And the same applies to your nutrition. So here's what we ask of you now. Take this knowledge and try something new. Replace judgment with curiosity. Replace routine with intention. Replace fatigue with energy. The power is in your hands. Your kitchen, your grocery list. Your future self, the one walking more freely, thinking more clearly, living more fully will. Thank you. And as we wrap up this message, we want you to remember one thing. Health is not about restriction. It's about freedom. The freedom to move without pain, to wake up with energy, to enjoy time with family and friends, to live with clarity and purpose. That freedom starts with awareness, and you've already taken the first step. Thank you for being here, for listening, for opening your heart and mind to a new possibility. If this resonated with you, we'd love for you to share this video with someone you care about. Your spouse, your friend, your sibling. This conversation can change lives, and it starts with one voice, yours. And if you want more guidance, we're here. More insights, more honest truths, more ways to eat, live, and age with strength, clarity, and confidence. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and above all, stay kind to yourself. Your best years can still be ahead, and they begin with what's on your plate. Take care.